going on? What's going on? Saturday, AM. We in here, we live. You already know what time it is. It's another episode of Train of Thought. This episode, as I stated, will be about analyzation, as you see in the title. So this episode is strictly going to focus on being able to go over footage and even analyze yourself as a player. Even we'll speak on that as well, but this is the more so direct looking into how to break things down and things, just very detailed, laid out way to further break down what you're seeing and stuff like that. I know some people have a hard time doing that, so I'm hoping that this episode of the cast can help and assist with doing that and further helping you on your journey to improve, because that's also part of doing this as well, is to help you improve overall. So let's get right to it. So, analyzation. And most people, when it comes to fighting games, analyzation is very overlooked. It's one of the things that you really think about, probably the least out of everything else, your tech, combos, punishment, all that. And this is not to say that those things aren't important, but analyzation, to me, if you want to see real significant improvement, is important. I know when I talk to a lot of players, the common thing that I hear is, well, I don't really like to watch my matches. It's hard watching losses, this, that, and the third, and they then, wonder why certain mistakes and certain things keep happening, or they can't figure something out. And then I ask, well, did you watch the matches? And they be like, no. I'm like, well, that's a big thing that you need to do. And analyzation comes in various forms. Even when you're during tourney match, you have the time, or should be looking into analyzing what's going on, paying attention to everything, which leads to the first part of doing this, which is gauge. And like I said, this is the part when you first just watch the match for an overall view. It doesn't matter the result, win or lose. This is pretty much just the run back. So say whatever event you were at, it's over with now, and you may have gotten some stream time, and you want to go back and look at said match. So you then would look to gauge exactly what you looking like. What, like I said, win or loss, because even when you win, you can still see things. I tell people, even when you win, it's sometimes good to even go back and see even little things you may have messed up on in the win. People say, well, as long as I won, I won. No. I mean, well, I won't say no, because of course, obviously, you want to win. But you can make your win percentage go up in a sense. Like, you definitely should be trying to improve your win percentage. So even when you win, if you want to make wins even cleaner, you can look at your wins and even see mistakes even when you win. So overall, the gauging is literally that first watch. I would like to say the first watch, the first little breakdown, all that. And this is it's kind of like when you struggling to start working out, and the hard part is the starting. Well, this is kind of similar to that. This is the hard part, just sitting down watching and making that gauge. Okay, so I watched it. You know, I've done this. Okay, so now what? Then once you've done the run back and seen it, now we just gonna quickly transition to step 2, which is dissection. This is the intricate part of the analyzation. Here's where you'll pick apart the match and make notes and whatnot. This is usually the longest part of analyzation, which it is. You know, it's no different from, you know, this is why I swear sports and fighting games go hand to hand, as far as especially when it comes to preparation. When it comes to preparation, it's pretty much similar. You play the game, either win or lose, you sit down, you watch the game film, you go over strategy, you see what you could have done here, what you could have done there, what you could have, like, all of that goes hand in hand. Well, it's no different. It's no different here. So you want to make mental notes, check out different parts of the matchup. What did I do here? How was this round? Like, you literally are going to be intricately breaking this down. Most people, like I said, struggle with this part because they either don't have the patience, they don't want to do it, it's hard, it's quote unquote tedious, this, that, and the third, blase blue. So I stress to you though that if you want to see any real, like, significant improvement, you definitely want to do this, because people like to say, you know, oh yeah, practice, and I'm not gonna say you're wrong, because you're really not. You do have to practice, but how are you truly going to practice correctly if you don't analyze? Because analyzation just helps you lead to that answer that you're looking for, and then once you got the answer you're looking for, then you can reach a solution, which would be the end game and the practice, which would be, of course, after all this dissection, you would then go into the final step, which is conclusion. And then, like I said, here is pretty much the end game. After the dissection, you then take your notes and build a solution, take in what you've seen, and then continue to further build toward improvement. You know, analyzation is required, in my opinion, if you want to further yourself as a player. If you can't sit down and watch every match, because think about it, let's, you know, first off, RIP to the Mamba, but Kobe was a film hog, meaning he will sit down and he would analyze and break down all of his game film and footage. Matter of fact, I love the series he started where it would jump inside the mind of Kobe Bryant, and he would break down like different plays or whatever. I can't remember the exact name right now. I don't know why it's escaping me. Watch, when I stop thinking about it, I'm gonna remember it. But he would break it down. Like they would literally take footage from a game, and he would literally dissect it. And that right there is pretty much what you got to do to improve. That's why every time when he would play a game, or you would see him alter something, change up something, do something different, maybe, attack offensively differently, or maybe change up something that he may have not been doing on defense. Like, this literally comes from him doing that. That's why people be saying they don't know how to practice properly. They don't know how to, do stuff like that. I'm like, well, how good are you at spotting, your errors, your mistakes and stuff like that? And if you can't answer that question, that's a big red flag. Like, because now you're playing, but you don't have any idea what the hell is going on or what you're doing. So you kind of just going with the flow. And if you truly want to improve, you can't do that. You can't play like that. Like, that's not gonna help. That's gonna actually mess you up more than it is help you. So analyzation is just as important as any other step that you would do to improve and get better. And like I mentioned in the last episode, evolution of a player, the grind, it's a process, and this is a part of it. It's, as I mentioned a little earlier, it's overlooked. It's overlooked because it's not the quote-unquote fun part of the process. Well, at least not for everybody, because some people enjoy sitting down and watching footage and breaking it down like that. Like I mentioned, Kobe enjoyed doing that because, one, he loved the game that much, and he didn't mind talking about the game. So it made breaking it down that much easier. So to me, if you truly enjoy, and it doesn't matter what fighting game you play, if you truly enjoy it, you definitely won't mind doing that. Because playing is one part, analyzing and watching is another thing. One thing I try to tell a lot of players when it comes to this part though is, well, I'll ask them. I wouldn't even tell them. I ask them. I'd be like, well, do you know why you lost? That's the first, if you lost. Or do you know why you won, if you won? And if you have a hard time answering that question, then that might be, okay, you got to figure this out, because on both spectrums, you got to figure out why you won because you want to keep winning. And if you lose, you have to figure out why you lost because you don't want to keep losing. So it's like you got to do it on both spectrums. Let me see. I think I had an example open. Hold on. Let me go right ahead. We're going to just flash back to the Train to Combo Breaker tournament. Now, I know a lot of y'all tuned in for that. So, I'm going to just break down some matches in that. Hold on here. Just trying to get it all the way to the beginning here because I'm setting it up. But, all right. So we're gonna swap.
Check it out.
You hear me now? Somehow the mic, mic went blank. Oh man, my bad, Shinobi. I don't know how that clicked off like that. It was up there and then it went down. Wow, it's amazing. So, my bad. Ignore that. I'm glad I caught it. I'm glad you said something. I'm glad somebody in the chat said something. So, let me just do a run back then. Since this is an analyzation episode, things like this work. It works in our favor. So, let's go back to this. Okay. So, as I mentioned, this match is from Train to Combo Breaker. This was the tournament that I threw February 29th And the first match we're gonna get into is KJ Styles versus the dude Magus. So just gonna run back over this with the commentary sound. This is with the added commentary. This is the part of the DVD where you can add it. But so as you can see, KJ started off pretty big. Guy Moshi, what's up? KJ started off big. And as I stated, I'm gonna just briefly talk. Starting off big can help, and especially short set 2 out of 3. So with this, he decided to try to get the momentum early, and big things early can, in a way, sway the momentum to you pretty quick. So, but then Magus, kind of teeter-tots it back, and KJ getting pressured, then crushes the low attempt right there by taking the risk and doing the hop kick, and he gets the first round. Now, my thing is, with playing big like this, you can, it can pay off, or it could not pay off. I recommend not revealing all of the big stuff immediately, because then, if that's primarily your game plan, you could suffer in the long run. So the first round goes to KJ. Now, as Magus, you're trying to pretty much sway things back into your favor. So right now, turns up the aggression a little bit, gets the balcony break. Yep, continuing that pressure, not letting up. Nice block, but no big punish by KJ. Now, when you, let's briefly go back. Now, when you get big opportunities like that, big blocks like that, you have to make the most of that. Because had he punished that, he could have literally probably got the chance to possibly take that round. So you just got to, while standing forward, you need to get the big punish, especially off big lows like that. And then now, but because of that, since he didn't capitalize, Magus was able to get that round. So now you're at the point where it's 1 round apiece. And since it's 1 round apiece, it could go either way. It's in the either way situation here. So, but Magus starting off with trying to continue the pressure that he had. Oh, gets the wild standing too. This is back toward the wall. So now it's beginning to sway in Magus' favor. Gets another hot knee. Nice crush by KJ. Now, right there. Let's go back. Let me hit the play button. Let's slightly go back. So, get to the wall right here. Nice hop knee. Okay, gets the conversion he needs. Now, right then, he bagged away, but he didn't really set him up to get caught in anything. So let's briefly go back to that point. Yep, crushes that. Yep, nice. Now right here, he bags up, but he didn't really try to, set him up with nothing. When you have someone at the wall, that's when your pressure should definitely be up then. And pressure, people misconstrue what that really means. Pressure is not necessarily just applying buttons. You could pressure with spacing too. Case in point, when he had him right here, go back. So he gets the hop knee. Now right there, you see he whiffed the down forward 1 right here. So he whiffed that. Now he's at a good space where he could have caught him with a forward 2-1 and got the re-wall splat. It's little things like this that can make or break certain fights. So right here, he would have had the opportunity to re-splat and reassert his pressure immediately. Now, it still paid off for him because he got another hop knee. But, you know, all these hop knees are not going to just keep paying off like that. Nah, that was wild. That was just a wild moment. I think I had somebody clip that. But as you can see, that hop knee, he did get a lot of damage, but he couldn't close the deal. Whereas, had right here, no, wait, a little further back, yep. Right here, had he made him pay for that, he definitely could have swayed the momentum even further in his favor. Because here's the thing I would have, now the scenario I would probably bring up for this part. Okay, gets that. Yep, right then and there, and then you could have did a Oki situation. Because, you know, King is one of the characters in the game that has a solid Oki game still. And yeah, crazy stuff. You know, the doors open to something crazy like that. So now Magus pretty much has momentum on his side. Now as KJ, let's see, he gets the big hit. Okay, yep. Now you have Oki advantage again. Yep, okay, yep. See, now had he did that to the whiff down for one in the last round, think of the possibility of what the round count could have been. So we go back. Yep, okay, nice punish. Punish the whiff right there and close it out. Now it's 2 rounds apiece. Now it's back to it's anybody's game. So right now in the neutral, nice low by KJ. Yep, frame trap into a giant swing. That was good. Yep, and then the pressure being reapplied by Magus. You know, now Magus is playing with some urgency. Ooh, and gets the down 4-1-1. Now, I love how Magus responded to that, because when it's final game, final round, in order to kind of help sway things into your favor, you want to assert yourself in a sense. And there's many ways to do that, but Magus decided to go on the offensive and just oppress. So Magus ends up getting that game, and we move on to game 2. A little too far. So started game 2. So right now the momentum, of course, was in Magus' favor. And again, KJ is a pretty explosive starter. So when you fight against somebody as an explosive starter, you definitely want to take control of the neutral and play a solid spacing game, because while being explosive like that, you know, you leave yourself open to possibly getting checked and counter hit too, or punished. So right now, Magus playing some pretty solid defense, you know, breaking the giant swing attempts. Yep, now KJ using his lows. Okay, yep, and that was a solid ender by KJ. Yep, up. See, now that right there was good on Magus' end, because from the last game, he remembered that happening to him. So putting that into your, you know, memory bank, because again, in between these matches, you had time to analyze what just happened. So with Megas seeing that from the last game, he was able to then break it because KJ did the exact same sequence. He didn't really change up. He didn't change anything up. So with Megas taking a mental note of that, he was prepared and broke it. So as we continue into the match, like Megas is just really applying a whole lot of offensive pressure, and KJ can't really deal with it. Now, the thing with KJ, when someone is pressuring you, to that level, that's when you want to try to force mistakes to happen. You want to check, maybe do like down check with a good mid or something like that, or even grab. People underestimate regular grabs, even though they're easier to break, they reset the neutral. So if a person is being, like, with the way Megas was playing, being so oppressive on offense, you can kind of slow him down and collect yourself so you can then devise a plan or assert a plan to take back the momentum possibly. So, and right now he's not blocking the second half of the down 4-1-2, which is not safe on block. So had he, exercised a little more patience, he could have capitalized, got some damage off that situation. These two went at it though. Yep, gets the low for the win. Now, my piece of advice when it comes to closing out a round, doing a low is one of the most predictable things to do. It can pay off at times. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but it's not a reliable strategy. Like, you can only really sneak them in when they're least expected, even though it's one of the most expected things. But you kind of gotta mix it up. You gotta get creative with how you go for it. You can't just blatantly go for it. If you just blatantly go for it, you open yourself up to a low parry or a block to a big punish. A whole lot of bad things could happen. So here again, Megas just a certain pressure, no throw break, gets the damage. Now you have to see now right there. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back right there. Remember the big blocks I mentioned earlier? Now, right there, had he blocked that and launch punish, he could have started something wonderful as far as a comeback. But because he didn't do that, he let Megas get away with a big low and leaving it unpunished. Therefore, swaying the momentum into his favor. Hold on, y'all. I thought I had my Streamlabs open. I didn't. It still works, but it also helps me see other things. Panther, thanks for the host. Appreciate it. Homie Panther always tuning in, showing love. But yeah, as stated, because he didn't get that big low blocked, he willingly gave up the momentum in that case. So he ended up losing that match. And of course, he was mad about it. Salty. But in those times, you have to just take that breath and really go back and be like, dang, well, it wasn't really his fault that I lost. It was more so me. Because you got to be able to sit down and, yo, Simmons, what's up? Thanks for the shout out. Large Nation always, all day. But had he, got some key punishes, he possibly could have won. But things like that happen. I'm not gonna act like while playing, things happen. You're not gonna get every punish. You're not gonna get everything. But that's another reason why it's important to sit down and do this and break things down, because you're now, when you analyze stuff like this, your awareness is gonna start to heighten, and you'll be able to catch things. Like, people wonder how I can whiff punish the way I do. Well, part of it is doing this and then going into practice mode, practicing those scenarios, and then when I see it, I could just react. It ain't really too much thinking, because it's like just to quote Dragon Ball Super, the Ultra Instinct. It said to react without thinking. That's pretty much how you want your reactions to get to, because after a while it just be second nature to do. Like, so yeah, this was another match. This was between Sensei Darkness and Ket, the homie Ketch. So yeah, this is Paul and Brian. This matchup could kind of swing either way. It's whoever outplays, because both of them have like damage, of course. Yo, Shin Blanca, what's up, Brody? What's going on? What's happening with you? I know you. I'm sick that next weekend got canceled. Even though I wasn't going, I was looking forward to tuning in. But it is what it is. Safety first. I'm hoping that this doesn't damage the FGC too much, because it would sadden me if the tournaments just disappeared. Like, that would suck. But it is what it is, man. What can we do? But now, as we see in this match, Paul is doing Paul things, meaning he's gotten this big damage, but then, Catch does the same thing. And it's like I mentioned, it's whoever gets off the best in this matchup, in my opinion. So nice block, but he didn't really capitalize off of it. Gets the launch. Went for hatchet kick, but misspaced it. So right here, yep. And this damage by Paul. Like, again, as you see, he got off, but he misspaced the hatchet kick and then didn't break the grab. So even though that he misspaced it, he could have, still kept it in his favor. Ooh, just a raw jet upper. Ooh, drops the combo. Now, see, even right there, let's go back. Right there, he could have made something happen. Even though I know that's like a little, who's gonna see sway 3? But as you can see, he did it off the down 4-1, so it's even slower than Raw doing it. One more time. See, it's even slower. And as you can see, when he blocked the down 4-1, he moved back, which he can do because it is his turn. So right there, he could have punished. But he missed that opportunity, and now the momentum is still very much in Darkness' favor. And he kept it. Never really lost it again after that. So, yep, gets the low. And right now, Sensei Darkness starting to take full control. Okay, yep, gets the lock breaker. Drew 4-4-2-1 just frame. Ooh, and then did it again. And now again, that was just a whole lot of Catch not really capitalizing on defense the way he needed to. There were a few, like I said, opportunities. Like I said, as you saw, he blocked down 4-1 and he bagged up. So he did the correct thing as far as that, because it was his turn again, but he did not capitalize on the whiffed follow-up. Because this is what I mean when it comes to playing good neutral and space game. When you have this down to, like, when you understand the science of spacing and neutral, it helps you navigate matches that much more better, because when you see instances or opportunities like that, you can capitalize because you have the knowledge and awareness to do so. So little things like that could be detrimental to a player if they mess up, and that's kind of where you want to get to, because especially at high levels of Tekken, like, you know, how we watch Knee and you know, all your notable favorites that you love to watch, they make you pay for little mistakes like that. And that just lets you know how vast Tekken can get, how dense it could get as the levels of play increase. So Sensei gets that one. So let's move on to the next match. Oop, a little too far forward. So okay, so this is game 2. But yeah, pretty much he let him get away with a lot of murder. And Paul, you know, we all know when Paul gets momentum, it's pretty bad. You know, it could hurt. So it starts off now, death fist. Now notice these death fists are going unpunished. Okay, so he breaks the wall. And again, like, the momentum is just clearly in Sensei's favor, but it's mainly because Catch is not capitalizing on opportunities where he could punish. Yep, hatchet kick. Oh, nice. Down 4-1-1. Oh, nice. And nice interruption. Now he's getting counter hits. So that was a nice round back Catch. He got a lot of counter hits. Yep, it was a punish. It's not that punishable. It's only jab punishable, so, you know, you can't get too much. Gets the demo man. Ooh, misses the follow-up. Nice whiff punish, but he did not get the combo. See, again, things like that, you have to make it hurt. Especially big whiffs like that. And that was a huge whiff. Huge whip. Said the music. Hold on. I got you, Magus. It might just be this track, because I don't really have it up that high. And hold on. But I'll adjust it. There we go. But yeah, opportunities like that. Yeah, let's look at that one more time. So, yep, Sensei gets him to the wall, misses the follow-up, and then, yeah, see the pushback. Now, one strategy that you may see in Tekken, especially at higher levels. We're going to go back to that moment one more time. Alright. So, as you can see, in Tekken, at higher levels, you may do moves that give you some pushback, which creates space. This is also part of playing the space game. So, if you ever do a move that pushes back and creates space, you then have to take advantage of the said space created. As you can see, while standing one on block provides a bit of pushback, which pushes the character back to about range 2, maybe slightly outside of 2. So, with that space, you now have the opportunity to catch a big whiff if it happens, which is what we saw. Now, let's play the clip. Got the jet upper, because Sensei stuck out back one, and with that much space in between, is going to whiff. And that move is not that great on whiff. A lot of moves, most moves in the game, not all, you have some that just recover amazingly fast, but for the most part, those are far and few in between. So when you do moves like that on whiff, they're usually pretty bad. They're usually pretty bad. Like, they'll have a lot of recovery, therefore you can take advantage of that. But be mindful of your spacing and the move you decide to use, because those two factors are important. Because if you're too far back, you could whiff yourself and get punished. And if the move is too slow, you're going to miss your opportunity to even punish at all. But that was a nice punish by Catch, but then he dropped the combo. So that just lets you know how big of a deal things like this are. Gets the shredder, puts him back on the wall. Yep, then gets the low sidestep 3. So momentum very much in Sensei's favor, and a character like Paul, that's just dangerous to let him have. Who gets the counter hit? Yep, okay, gets the carry. Now see, what I don't like right there. What I don't like right there is, hold on, start this back up. What I don't like in that situation was he got the counter hit, he got the combo. Okay, yep, he gets the 3+4. Now, instead of taking the space, he allows Sensei to have his space and therefore get the forward 4 off. And now Sensei is right back in his face doing what he wants to do. Then break the grab, and that's dead. And Sensei takes that. So Catch literally he lost because he did not take full advantage of a lot of situations where he could have punished big, therefore allowing Sensei to keep the momentum. And Sensei's only real mistakes was doing those punishable things and, you know, not playing as clean as he could. But on the other side of the spectrum, Catch didn't punish him for them things. So therefore, as you can see, what I just did right there, I just did the, you know, side by side, what they could have done or what they should have done for the winner and the loser. The loser capitalized on punishable situations better, and then the winner side try to limit down those punishable situations and try to play a bit more cleaner. So as you can see right there, I broke it down for both sides. But, you know, in this instance, Sensei got that, and I believe moved on to the next batch of opponents. Went a little too far forward. So we have my dude Justin, aka Mango, versus Final Boss. This was a fun match because it's two characters that have a very party-like, unorthodox, you know, type play. You know, they're very evasive. They have a lot of crush moves and just even at times unga bunga type deals and situations that could happen. So in this match, I would have to say, if I had to further break it down, it's whoever can really get their shenanigans off, in a sense, because both of these characters definitely have them. They have enough gimmicks and enough crazy stuff, but it's pretty much who gets off first. So final boss begins. Ooh, see, no punish by Mango right there. But the thing is with Chloe does suffer in the punish department. But I think even with that, so let's go back again. Because mistrust is, I believe, like at least -16. But again, pushback hurts Chloe a lot. But I still would have tried to get something, because my philosophy when it comes to punishment is that you're not going to always get the big punishment, but you want to get something. Some damage is better than no damage at all. So, but, luckily for him, it swung back to his favor once he got to the wall. So, gets the counter hit. Now, Chloe gets big damage, which is why a lot of Chloe players kind of play kind of risky, because they know the payoff is going to be big. So, in this matchup, when fighting Chloe, you definitely want to be looking to force as many mistakes as possible and capitalize on any time you can do something punishable. So nice mistrust by final boss right there. Oh, no break. Yep. Oh, he did not break that properly. So right now, final boss pretty much is getting off in this round. And that was a nice round by final boss. Ooh, nice. Low. Cali roll. See, again, Chloe players, if they take that risk or do something crazy, they get a nice payoff. So that's why it's important to have solid defense against Chloe. Ooh, very nice mix-up by final boss right there. And final boss brings it back. So as you can see, it's really who get, in this current state of the match, is who getting off. And right now, it's really going either way. But again, the damage output from Chloe just makes her dangerous. Oh, he did not capitalize off the rage drive opportunity. Oh, gets the sweep. Nice. See, the shenanigans. The shenanigans. Oh, and then he just went for rage art like ballsy. So that match was a whole lot of just, who could get off first. A lot of craziness happened, and there were times where, capitalization on mistake didn't really happen for either side. So it pretty much was just who got off first. And if it worked out for this side, it worked out. But if it worked out for this side, then it worked out for that side. So that was if I had to say the perfect example of who just was fortunate, that's what that match was. So now we going into the next game. So we got the next game coming up. Now, in this scenario, if I'm final boss, I would be trying to think of ways where I can capitalize on Mango's mistakes, but at the same time still incorporate my shenanigans as well, just to keep Mango on his toes. and cause mistakes. Kasuma, what's up? And Rich, yeah, this is Rich. This is the deli, by the way. If you're interested, and just do a quick plug here. But yes, I am listening to the deli. Dope instrumentals. They have their instrumental lo-fi, whole lot of lo-fi stuff like that. But this is off their album Zodiacs, like zodiac signs, as you can see. Names of the tracks: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. You know, it's a real dope project. Definitely recommend. If you need something to cleanly vibe to and just chill or think or whatever, or unwind, definitely give them a listen. But yeah, that's the deli. But back to this here analysis. So game 2 starts. Like I said, Final Boss should be focusing on capitalizing on the mistakes and them overextends by well, he tried there, but I think he just missed the punish. Now, if it's one armor move, and I can guarantee you will see this. When a Chloe player has you near the wall, they're going to go for that armor move because it gives them a wall splat, gives them the balcony break. So when a Chloe player has you at the wall, keep in mind that armor move. And now it's a high, so you can duck it and launch punish. So keep that in mind whenever you fight a Chloe and they got you at the wall. So Ed, he gets his Cali roll off. So Final Boss gets that first round. Ooh, gets the orbital. Now his Cali roll is getting off. See, as I stated, Final Boss needs to get his shenanigans going. Nice mix-ups. Now see, that was a beautiful round by Final Boss. That was a beautiful round. He pretty much kept Mango on his toes the entire time. It's like once the round started, it pretty much blender, back up again, blender. Yep. That was very well played by Final Boss right there. So the momentum is clearly in Final Boss's favor. So Mango's about to go big because he's trying to get back into the fight. So one important thing to remember when you are up 2 rounds, the odds of your opponent trying to go big just to get back into the fight are going to increase. So therefore, with you still having the momentum and all of that still in your favor, you want to be aware and watch for those opportunities where they're going to try to go big, and then that's when you destroy them for it. Oh, yep. Okay, yep. Punish the hop kick that time. There you go. Clean no round brown by Final Boss right there. Pretty clean. Pretty clean right there. I definitely liked how he did that game. Definitely was better than his first game. So now it's 1-1. Now, when it gets to 1-1 in these type of situations, and I'm gonna break this down from both sides of the coin, whether you're the player who won the very first game or the player who just won the last game. Now, if I'm the player who won the first game and took the loss of this game, I should be thinking about, of course, obviously, how can I sway the momentum back in my favor, and what mistakes or things did I do that caused me to lose, and how can I make, my chances better to close this out. And then the person who just won, you're trying to keep your momentum going, and you're trying to, again, further build. Okay, I just won that. Now I need to calm down, breathe, stay calm, keep a clear head, and try to keep this momentum in my favor. Because I just stole it. Because fighting games are a game of mental tug and war. It's going to be a lot of back and forth at times. So, here we go. So this is game 3. said, both these characters can get pretty explosive when it comes to shenanigans and mix up, but Chloe definitely wins in the damage department in a sense. Even though this is season 3 and a lot of people get damaged, but as you can see, that right there just was a whole lot of life. And then it gets the hop kick. So like I said, you're gonna see a lot of crazy stuff. Up Cali roll. It's funny to see Chloe get hit by a Cali roll. Yep. So final boss starting up them shenanigans in the corner again. And then yeah, Mango just hits Rage Art just to try to kind of get final boss off of him. And gets the just frame Rage Art, which hurts. Yep, plus frames. But final boss, I did like his decision right there to stay back and just be patient, because again, going big, because Mango is down a round and this is the final game, so they're gonna try to go big. Yep, just walk back, stay patient, and then respond. Yo, Dranzer, what's up? Yep, nice. Now, nice. I love how he nullified the Cali roll, because we know that's one of Chloe's key weapons. So, important things to remember in Tekken is when you're fighting a matchup, you want the key things of a character. If you can shut them down, you want to shut them down, because when you can shut down the key things, you're going to force the player to have to open up a bit more, and they can't rely on said tool. For another example, if you're fighting a Mishima player and all they trying to do is wave dash, mix you up to death, what you want to do, you want to check the wave dash, and then of course, remember Hell Sweep and Electric, but you can nullify both of them with the OS of ducking at times. So, just something to keep in mind when you fighting any matchup in the game. The key tools, if you can shut those things down, your chances of winning go up that much higher. So right now, final boss definitely getting the payoff. Yep. Ooh, no duck there. Ooh, no punish there. Nice parry. Ooh wee. Wow, that was crazy. So those wave dashes can get to you. Once someone does it like 4 or 5 times in your face and do nothing, that's a sign of fear. Oh yeah. Yeah, that definitely can be scary to deal with. Especially if you're fighting a player that's good at controlling space. It could be absolutely scary to deal with. Ooh, right there. It's funny that we talking about that, where you wave dashing 4 or 5 times. Look at how many times the Cali roll got off. So, and I'm gonna tell you why that worked, because of this part here. So it was crazy. Final boss gets the final round. So now at this point, Mango is pretty anxious, but possibly scared too. And I say this because this happened. So, yep, and then 1, 2, 3, yep, to the wall. Yep, oh, and now that mental blender has started. So, ooh, but that damage though. That's the one thing about Chloe. She gets that one vital hit. It could put her back in the fight. Yep, and there you go. But see, even then, all them Cali rolls, death was, a sense of, oh man, I'm anxious, but I'm scared too. Oh, nice duck. Ooh, but could have got a bigger punish. Ooh, gets the mistrust. Couple little drops, key drops here and there. Wow. I told y'all this match was crazy. Ooh, and gets the low to close it. Now see, as I mentioned earlier, going low for the final kill isn't always the best decision. But if you are going to go for it, you want to mix up how you use it, or go for the low. And therefore, right there, see, that was a good decision simply because you're at frame advantage in that situation from the running 3, and then you can go into AOP. Now, yes, lows can be predictable for the last hit, but if you mix up your approach with it, that's your odds of succeeding at doing it go up. And Final Boss moves on. He moved on and stayed in the winner side of the tournament and sent Mango to losers. But nicely played by Final Boss. Like I said, I really like that round in game 2 where he put him in that blender and just kept it going. Had him stuck in the corner, and he really couldn't do much. His options was limited, and he knew he would panic. So therefore, that was just well played by Final Boss. So we move on to Yoj and Keith B. Now Yoj was ultimately the winner of the entire tournament. Shout outs to him. That's why I hate what's going on with tournaments right now, because if Combo Breaker doesn't happen, this like would literally just be, I just played to play. But if that does happen, I'd definitely be reaching out to him, because his registration was covered pretty much for winning this. But if it doesn't happen, I may do something a bit different for him, because I don't want him to have done this for nothing. But anyway, so it's Julia versus Akuma. Now, this is an interesting matchup because Julia is very good at getting in and applying pressure and mix-ups. So, something that Akuma wants to do to you. So, in this matchup, I would say whoever can get their stuff off again, because they both have pretty similar game plans. Like, for Julia, she wants to get in, party crasher, and start the pressure up. And while as Akuma, you want to get inside, get them knockdowns with sweep. And then when you build your bar up, you want that low forward into the FADC cancel and just start, So both of them kind of had a similar, range 0 game plan. So right here, yep, big punish time. Gets the carry. Ooh, and that big damage. Ooh, missed the punish opportunity. Wow. Let's see, that was just crazy. So it gets the party crasher. So as you can see, just trying to get in there and start that pressure. Ooh, no punish by Keith B. That's not safe. Ooh, gets the EXDP. Yep, gets the sweep. Running 3. Oh, that's a punish. Nice. Very nice punish by Yoj. Yeah, but just applying that pressure. See, and what I like about Yoj is not letting him get away with the super big stuff. So he blocks DP. He is definitely making him eat the damage. So, oh, gets the hop kick. Oh, war drum. He blocks it. Oh, gets the sweep. FADC cancel. Sweep. Running 3. Sweep. Oh, and gets the Rage and Demon setup. I like it. Yep, and then nice punish on the spring kick. So, like I said, very nice closing to that round by Keith B. So, of course, what led to that? Now, you see how much life Yo's pretty much had a full bar. So, in this situation, when you're in Keith's situation and the opponent just everything seems to be going the opponent's way. You then have to slowly construct your comeback. To me, it's better to do that, because when you just try to go big due to just trying to play with a whole lot of urgency, it's easier to make mistakes. And then, of course, the mistakes can cost you dearly. So with Keith, I like how, he got the sweep, ran up plus frames, FADC, then went low again, and just chopping away slowly. Now you see this life lead is diminishing. Then he gets the Oki set up to Raging Demon. Now you pretty much don't have no life lead no more. And then stood there, and then blocked the spring kick and punish. So that was nicely done by Keith. Ooh, that was just weird. Paul Harada, bow and arrow. Now, of course, Yo's is gonna be a little bit more assertive with pressure. Oh, yep. See, you cannot let the big stuff go unpunished. You gotta make them pay for it. Yep, and that's closed the round for Yo's right there. But see, that right there goes to show you how important it is to punish the big stuff. So, one more time. Punish the DP. And things like this happen for you. Closes the round. With the nice little taunt at the end. But punishment. That be the make and break for a lot of players. Is punishment. When you, as you can see, when you land the punishes you need to land, the reward and payoff is usually very good. But when you miss it, boy, does it suck. It sucks bad. So we're gonna go to game 2. Now we on home. This is home court advantage for Akuma. Technically, it's home court advantage. So we should definitely be trying to look. This is whenever you go to the home court, you definitely want to win. You definitely want to win. But we are taking control early. Nice pressure. And this pretty much was just a steamroll of a round by Yoj. But Akuma gets that one hit. Then, things can change. Luckily, dropped some of the opportunities, but, dangerous. Ooh, nice punish, see? Punishing the big things. To the wall. Yep, Oki. Ooh, nice block. Ooh, but no pun. Now, see? What did I just say? No punish. No punish on that. You gotta punish big. Oof. Oof, or at least get some damage. He got no damage. Like my policy, some damage is better than no damage at all. Nice duck. Ooh, but he didn't get a big punish. And right now, what's really costing Keith is the lack of punishment right now, which allows Yosh to just keep being oppressive. So, yep, gets the Raging Demon. But then, patience by Yoj, and pretty much Yoj on the verge of closing this out. Ooh. Yep, and this should be some quality carry. Julia's wall carry is insane. Insane, I tell you. Nice sidestep bow and arrow. And nice closeout by Yoj right there. So a lot of what cost Keith was, like I said, a lack of punishment. He let Yoj get away. Oh yeah, Shinobi, yeah, that's been like that. He can also transition to silent entry as well. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on here. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the next match, which I believe was Megas versus Raziel. Yeah, Shinobi, yeah. When you do that stump and you hold it, you can then just press forward and then you can transition to SE. Yeah. So, for Oki, let's say you do sidestep 2 and then do stump. You can hold it and then transition and then make them guess on the way up. So, yeah. Which is very useful now that he has like 4 moves out of the stance now, so you got a legit guess. And then with the buff that they gave to SC down 4-1, which is now 0 and force crouches, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, no problem, Shinobi. And yeah, Drons are down 4-3-3 used to be a useless move, but now I use it. I use it now, so. But that's because it's useful. Okay, so here we got Megas versus Raziel. Now, Raziel not using his main. He went to Paul. He's a lead player. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, gets the down 4-2. That's to the wall. Ooh, but didn't get the follow up. I think something was happening though with this match. It's your first episode first watching the podcast of this. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's part of why I'm doing it now. So, let me see. Because I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think it was like some connectivity issues during this match. Yeah, it definitely was. I think they ended up DCing. So, hold on. Let me see. I think it was a lot of issues during this match. Yeah. Because Raziel just took it by default because of that, unfortunately. So, can't do too much analysis of that one. So, move on to the next match. So, yeah, we got High versus Final Boss. So High going with the Geese, he's a Jack main, but he decided to bring Geese this tournament. So, as you can see, that wonderful carry that Geese has with the damage. Nice punish on the spring kick. Repukin, nice step. Right now, it's just fully in High's control. Not too much I need to say here. 4-1+2. Oh, see now, right there was awareness by High. Now, he probably had been watching the tournament himself, obviously, but knowing that Final Boss likes to, use those transition shenanigans, he checked him for it. And that's what you got to do. You when it comes to shenanigans as far as stance and movement and stuff like that, you got to be able to check when needed. Nice punish. Oh, nice grab. Nice block. And nice block, and then punish, and this is it. That closed that round. So pretty much so far, High doing everything he needs to do in the matchup right now. He's capitalizing. Nice low parry. Capitalizing on all the risk. And he's punishing spring kick dang near every time. Gets the resplat. Nice damage. And like I said, just very dominant performance by High right now. Nice low parry. And just a strong display of defense by High in that matchup. Capitalized on all of the risk dang near. Punished the spring kicks. Punished the big attempts. And just all around just solid. So how many more matches are you going through? Yeah, hey, Panther, put it in the chat box and we'll go over it. I can go over it after this one. Cause since nobody directly like sent me any links for real, like ahead of time, I just decided to go back to the Train the Combo Breaker tournament and just break some of them down myself, since it was just a succession of a bunch of different matches anyway. But again, like I said, High just very dominant and playing that, punishing all of the risk, playing solid defense, like just a strong performance by. And so if I'm final boss, I definitely need to take into account the mistakes that I did make. How can I limit that? And how do I up my chances of winning? How can I break his defense? Now, when you're playing against a solid defensive player, one of the key things that you must do, like, I even get a quick rundown for a player type that a lot of people seem to struggle with, and that is the turtle. Now, when you're fighting a turtle, the objective of a turtle is to make as least mistakes as possible and get you to make mistakes and capitalize on your mistakes. So in that scenario, fighting a turtle, you want to poke them and get the life lead and force their hand. You want to force them to play offense because they're not comfortable playing offense for real. They're solely defensive players primarily. Yeah, Yusuf, if you want a match done or sent, just send it. But that's the key to beating a turtle, is that you have to force their hand on offense, because you not gonna beat them if you don't do that, because they're perfectly comfortable with hanging back and not doing anything, because that's part of their game plan. But you got to get the life lead and force their hand, because if you get the life lead, they're gonna have to attack, because they're gonna lose if they just stay back. But here we are with game 2. Like I said, dominant performance by High in that first one. Okay, for sure. I'm gonna look at that next, Panther. Okay, nice AOP crush under that. Nice sidestep into back turn. So right now, final boss got High trapped in the corner, not letting them get out. And that's another thing. When you get the life lead and you fighting a player like that, playing solid defense, you want to limit their movement too. See, your match is at the 25 mark. Okay, I got you next, man. So down 4. Nice. Okay, yep, the shenanigans right now. Ooh, Cali rolls. And right now the shenanigans are getting off right now for Final Boss, but he's not really capitalizing off of them. And that may be because he's scared of High's defense. But you know, when you're not capitalizing, there's really no reason to be. Ooh, nice duck and launch. And now those mistakes are coming back for Final Boss that he was making. Nice low. Ooh, nice empty jump to low. Ooh, Cali roll, boys. This shit, yep. To the wall. Ooh, into the Cali roll. That was actually nice. Crush. Ooh, down 4 counter hits. To the wall. Yep, gets the damage. Yep, keeping him at the wall. Now, if I'm... Oh, nice duck T, and right there. Seems that High is ready for that string. So, if I was Final Boss, I would definitely begin to limit how much I use that. And then you kind of using it in the same manner. So, you're not really forcing High to look for something different. Nice. And these big attempts are getting punished. And that's the thing, at higher levels of Tekken, you have to make those situations when they present themselves to count. Because if you don't, you're gonna leave a lot of damage on the table. And High closes that, taking it 2-0 over Final Boss. So yeah, pretty much High played that pretty well. Played solid defense, capitalized when needed. And Final Boss kind of just overextended a bit too much. Little key mistakes that just got him killed. Repeating sequences that have already been punished. So you're not really forcing your opponent to think, because now that they put that in their memory bank that you're going to do that, they're ready to react and punish, like I mentioned earlier. React and punish. Not really thinking, it's just react and then punish. So let's jump in here and snag Panthers match. We set at the 25 mark. So I'm going to go here. Let me get these tunes back percolating though. Get these tunes back percolating. I'm gonna go ahead and bump some ginseng now. There we go. The new joint. All right. So sit at the 25 mark. So right here. Let's see. There we go. Full screen that. So we got Fang versus Armor King. Now I play Armor King, so I definitely can, help as far as that. Oh, this Sub-Zero Smoke Rain. This is my first time seeing him in person. So nice giant swing by Panther. Yeah, no block on that low. So now one thing about Fang excels in the poke game. So but yeah, Fang excels in the poke game, so you definitely have to watch how much you overextend or try to contest with him. Then of course he has back one, which is a 10 frame mid that knocks down on counter hit and guarantees a shoulder. So overextending against him can be dangerous. It can be. But Sub-Zero Smoke Rain gets that. Ooh, the wild standing 3. Okay, nice step. Yep, down 2-4. Oh, went for the dark upper, but no punish. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Yep, running 3. Oh, gets the wild standing 4 punish. Oh, fell for the oop-de-whoop. And right now, Sub-Zero Smoke Range is getting the better end of these scrambles. Nice break. Ooh, gets the hop kick. Yep, now I got him at the wall, trying to apply pressure. Now see right here. Okay, let's go back to that part. Now, when you're Armor King, Panther, and you have your opponent right there at that sweet spot, you want to, of course, the best moves to utilize here are jab and down forward 1, and then do maybe like a backdash back, because let's go right there. So you about right there. Now see, you went for the wild standing 4. In all honesty, you didn't have to press anything right there. You could have just stopped, because you see he hit jab right after, because you got into his space. So right there, had you just stepped back and waited, that jab could have been a whiff punish opportunity possibly. So, nice sidewalk. Nice, see? Now see, just like right there, when you waited. Yep, see, you waited. People don't know how it is. See, that's one of the keys. One of the keys to having a good neutral game is a sense of patience. Because when you have patience, you're able to assess situations better and then react accordingly. Now, as you see right there, one more time. So I'm gonna wait. Yep, and then whiff punish. Didn't fully capitalize on the combo, but you know, you got the whiff punish opportunity. So gets the counter hit back 1. Conversions. Nice, down 4. So you got that round. Oh, see, you could have did the hop kick again. Oh, you could have seen that was just that fast. That was 2 missed whiff punish opportunities, just that quick. Now again, you're not going to get every punish. So I'm not gonna, but when you go back and watch situations like that, you need to make mental note of, so you can practice. Then in them instances, that's when you go in practice mode, you recreate that scenario, and then you practice until it becomes reaction. So let's go back. So got that round. Hey, that's 1. Yep, could have hop kicked. That's 2. Could have hop kicked again. So again, them situations, you want to just be able to just react. Yep, side step 1+2. Nice break. Okay, now right. Oh no, it's not launch punishable. Ooh, got the 2 generic down 4s and then the wild standing 4. So, there, Panther, you just you missed a lot of key opportunities of punishing where you could have swayed the momentum back in your favor and possibly could have won. So, just like them 2 instances I showed you where you missed the whiff punish opportunities, that right there, if you would have landed either one of them, you could have then carried them to the wall and then put them back in that situation that I told you could put, where if you would have just waited, you could have wall splatted as a whiff punish and then, further assert your pressure. So now, moving on to the next game though. See, looks like you made the character switch to lean, which isn't a bad choice. But now you have to think about your game plan changing a little bit because you switch characters. That's why another piece of advice, if you play more than one character, you want to take into account what you've done, like the mistakes you made if you've lost, but you also have to think about the character you're playing with now and how would I use said character to re-sway things into my favor. Like I can't approach this the same as I would Armor King with her. Like you have to keep that in mind too. Just so it helps with trying to mount the comeback. Because when people think when you switch characters, is sometimes it's not always a good thing. Sometimes you just need to believe in your guns and adjust what you may have done or how you approach the match. But right now, strong start for Panther. Oh, see, that's a win. Oh, see, man. This is one reason why having a strong neutral and spacing game is important. So right there, yep, see, pushback. Now, just like in the match between Catch and Sensei earlier that we looked over, when he did the wild standing one and it created the space. Again, this is a pretty common tactic at higher levels of Tekken, where you got up, you did the wild standing 4, and it pushed back. Now right then and there, at the range that you were right there, you are in range to catch him with a launcher, actually. So just look at that. Look at your position right there, and you definitely have the time to react with something right there. So one more time. Yep, see? You actually bagged yourself up. Instead of being ready to react, you bagged up even further. Had you just waited, as opposed to bagging up and basically losing your space and ground, you could have punished him hard for that. Ooh, the AOP shenanigans. So right now, what's really killing you in this match is capitalizing on punishment. Oh, nice shoulder. Nice grab. No break. Yep. Conversion. Oh, no full conversion. Sidestep 1+2. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was just like a scramble. Ooh, back one attempt. Oh, no punish on the shoulder, but you got the sidestep 3. Oh, went for the unblockable. Wow. Damn, that was bold. Okay. To the wall. Oh, didn't fully block the whole move. Nice whiff punish by Sub-Zero Smoke Rain. Oh, you gotta launch punish that, baby. Oh, yep. So yeah, Panther, from what I saw, you just missed a lot of key punish opportunities. You missed quite a bit. Had you done that, you would have fared that much better. Cause he took, like I say, he took a lot of shoulder attempts that you could have punished. Like I said, when you were at the wall and he did did sidestep 1+2 and you further bagged up as opposed to keeping yourself at range after doing the while standing forward, because you got to realize with the pushback you're pretty much already at a preferred range because it's pushback. Like for instance, if I'm playing Lars and I do back forward, the knee, it has pushback, so I really don't have to bag myself up that much, if at all, to possibly catch a whiff if they stick out a button. So start remembering that for your while standing forward, is that it has pushback. So I'm already, by doing that, it's safe, it's creating some space for me. I really don't need to move back that far. So when I do use this move, I just need to pay attention and be aware that once I use it and the pushback occurs, now it's just watching what they do after that. Are they going to stick out a button? Are they going to further move back? Are they going to sidestep? Like, you have to pay attention to how the opponent reacts to things that you do. That's a big thing. Said crap, missed it. Did you talk about down 4-3 or while standing 3? No, I did not. If you are referring to Lars, no, I did not talk about that. But I can talk about that. Let me see. You've played my AK before. Do I need to be more aggressive? Yes, but don't overly do it, because again, AK is pretty easy to step. So you wanna be more aggressive, but you wanna place it. You wanna structure. You wanna kind of structure your offense. So with a structured offense, you can make a lot of things happen. You could create opportunities for yourself a bit more easier, especially with a character like Armor King that suffers due to terrible tracking. You definitely want to place your attempts, because you can walk him so easily in this game. It's not even funny. So you got to make your opportunities count. I would say up your spacing game with him, because one thing you want to practice doing is practicing whiff punishing with dark upper, because that's your bread and butter. That's your B&B. When you do when you want to catch a whiff or even a big dumb move on block, you should definitely have your dark upper on deck. Like, dark upper in the clothesline should be that should be on whiff. That should be your key thing you do. Dark upper in the clothesline, and then convert the combo. So that's something I recommend you practice too. It said, why is Blue Bolt -18 on block? It's a 14 frame punish or 14 frame move, but it could punish -14 and higher stuff. So having a move like that's that fast, and it being it'd be crazy if that move was safe. That'd be nuts. He'd be one of the best in the game free if that was safe. So you got to have some risks there. So that's why that's -18. So yeah, I was waiting for him to whiff, but he wasn't doing anything. Okay, so Panther, when somebody's not giving you anything, like they not pressing no button or nothing like that, but they're bagging up, you have to then take the space. You have to take their space away from them. Because when you do that, because the problem, one thing I see that players do, they think the only way they can get somebody to do something is whacking their buttons or whatever. If your movement is good, your movement can force a mistake. But most players don't know how to properly use movement during battle. That's why you have a lot of players who just mindlessly backdash for no reason, mindlessly sidestep into neutral for no reason. you're incorrectly doing this. So now, like, to the player that's excessively backdashing, now, okay, you're now so far out of space that you couldn't even catch a whiff if you wanted to because you're too far back. Or if you block something or want to block something that's heavily punishable, you ain't in range to do so because you constantly backdashing and you're not keeping yourself at an effective range. And then sidestepping excessively in the neutral, you just gonna get pummeled by homing moves. I had one player I went against and he just kept sidestepping in neutral and I hit him with back one like 5 times. I was like, dude, you do not want to just mindlessly step into neutral. Let's see. Yo, Matt, what's going on, man? Said the faster the move punished, the more punished it should be. Also, blue ball is a bound, which means you can tail spin after. Yep, exactly. If that move was negative 13, it'd be one of the best moves to just do. Like, oh, it's only negative 13. I'm not gonna suffer any weaker. Do you know how cheap that would be if that was negative 13? That move would be cheap. Cause you gotta weigh the risk and reward. If that move was negative 13, I would use that like something vicious. That's what makes hop kicks so retarded. I don't know why hop kicks are not launch punishable. Cause the payoff is too good when you land one. And then they crush. But yeah, no problem, Panther. But yeah, if you're gonna play AK, some of the key stuff to practice is, like I said, for whiff punishing, dark upper into clothesline. That should be your B&B punish on whiff or on things that are above negative 14, like, or 14 and above. That should be your like key punish. And also using your movement to force mistakes. Like, you definitely want to do that. Like I said, AK is easy to just walk and step. So movement, you definitely got to make movement your weapon when playing him, because you can't just, wail on buttons and just toss out stuff. Because like I said, his tracking is atrocious. So very easy to step. So you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, 15 frame hop kicks not being at least negative 14. Good. At least with Lars, I can launch your dumbass for just hop kicking. Because the only person I can do that to is Chloe. So it's like, and that's because her hop kick is so good as far as the crush factor, but because it's so good on crush, they made it like hella negative on block. So, it's a sense of risk and reward in this case. But does anybody else have a match they may want me to analyze? Who I full screen that. But yeah, does anybody else have a match they may want me to analyze? Because this, like I said, this is about analyzation. Doom Danny versus Duke. See, KJ, here you go. But because you asked for it, I'ma do it. Okay, let's since I got my YouTube open, let me head to Larry's channel. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. I tried to directly tag in because it should be. Hold on. All right, Dial It, I got you next, bro. Matter of fact, just put it, if it's on YouTube or a Twitch I I snag it next from there. No. Where is that match? It should be up here. You know what? Let me just go to Larry's playlist. It definitely should be up there. Cause I know he had to put that on his page. Okay. So here we go. But as y'all can see, the importance of sitting here. Now you see, I just sat here and broke down y'all matches. Y'all have to be able to do that for yourself and go from there and just break it down. Look for your mistakes, see where you went wrong, or look for even looking at things that you've done right and see how you know what I'm saying, can improve or further sharpen up and increase your odds of winning. I can go make a highlight and get link my Lars against Nakuma. Oh, Lars match. I definitely can help you with that. Dog, why can I not find this Duke match? I literally typed in Doom Danny versus Craft Boy Duke and it did not pop up. I'm a little hurt about that. I may have to go ahead and do Dialer's match and be looking for this in the background while this is going on. That's what I might do because and KJ asks this because there's two players in my community that have a current, and they're talking about running a rematch. Hopefully we can gather up. It won't be a stream like as far as on Larry's channel because with the COVID-19 going around and just being such an issue. It's kind of a bummer. But yes, I'm getting closer to it though, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and prime Dialet's match, break his down. Now, if for the chat, for anybody, if y'all not familiar with Dialet is part of the Chicago community. He is a Claudio main, but he also plays Fang and starting to mess with Zafina a little bit. But pretty solid up and coming player. Oh, I found it. Is this the money match? Or is this the tourney match? Oh, I found both of them. Yes. You know what? I found it. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, as y'all know, a lot of y'all know Doom Danny. One of the newer young guys in the community. Let's switch views real quick. So he's one of the young up and comers in the community. So him and Duke have this funny back and forth rivalry. Well, I don't even really want to call it a rivalry because it's been pretty one-sided in Danny's favor. So, but they pretty much been having banter back and forth because that's what led to this match in the first place. Duke saying, Danny's not that good. It's just Chloe, yada 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 yada. And that's why I'm hoping this third match can happen because I already know I'm ready to just yell and laugh and all that. Say you can't just bury Duke like that. Hey, look, we about to see what goes down in this match. So, this was a first to 5. Because they actually played in tournament too. So, and Duke ended up losing the money match and in tournament. So it's like, oh my God, it just wasn't his day. So you see Marta versus Chloe. Okay, so Duke off to a strong start. But see, then didn't do nothing right there. So I'm like, okay. Now, right there. Now, while he did get a punish, yeah, he should have launched. He should have did down for a 1 instead. But like I said, any damage is better than no damage. So, oh, that Cali roll, and that was just robbery. Hold on, one more time. That was just highway robbery. That was just robbery. That was just robbery. Mac, he was a long time ago. So that was just robbery. We're just gonna call that the way that is. So, yep, damage. Yep, plus frames. Ooh, nice break by Duke. Ooh, nice duck by Danny. Now, this was a pretty definitive round by Danny. Got the perfect. Ooh, with the key charge. And right now, it's just swinging in Danny's favor right now. Yep, and this was back when season 3 was early on, so that little butt spin thing was new to a lot of people. Oh, gets the counter hits, and right now, Danny probably just pretty much getting the best of situations right now, and just asserting with damage. Ooh, nice break. Oh my goodness. Yep. And got the tackle, so that that was a good bounce back and recovery, but he almost lost that. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the other Jones playing right now. But he almost lost that one when he didn't have to. Or he didn't have to do that. He could have literally, when he got the combo, he could have did that. So again, decision making, decision making definitely is a thing. Let's see. Gets the tackle. Now, see, then right there you go. So now he's adding the tackle pressure. And then as you can see, he gets that game. So it's, banter and crap talk. Now, see, he doing everything that he needed to do in that closer, but then Duke being Duke, just watch how this next game goes. Okay. So, game 2. Now, of course, Cali Roll doing Cali Roll things. And yeah, just a whole lot of unfortunate right there. That damage though. No duck. Oh, see. And like I said about not capitalizing on. Oh, and if he would have launched, see. Oh my God, if he would have launched. gets the grab. Okay, yep, that was a nice little, hokey situation right there. Turtle stance only. So, yep, running 3. Nice break. Oh my God. No. That was unfortunate. Turtle stance. This is a podcast episode. It's called Analyzation. So just analyzing some matches for people. So if you do have a match that is on YouTube or whatever, you can post it in the chat and we will go over it. Oh, Cali roll. Oh, he ducked. Ooh, with the perfect. Was that a real phone call? So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Danny gets that and makes it 1-1. Okay, so we got game 3. Danny changes outfits and so does Duke. Right, he was calling for backup. He was. All right, Shinobi. So he gets the. I hate that down force so much. That generic or that knee. Oh my God. Jesus. Hold on, dog. One more time for this damage, dog. That was retarded. That was retarded. Dog, chill. Oh, and Danny didn't fully launch that, but I guess he didn't have to. But okay. Oh my goodness, dude, with the drops. Yep, counter hit. Oh boy. Yeah, trust me. Kazuma, we definitely were laughing. We definitely was laughing. Yep. So he using the 4-3. Yeah, Roy. This is Duke. We just going over this match because KJ asked. So and these two might have another money match coming up. So in the celebration in honor of that. Oh, don't worry, Roy. He talks crap. That's just what he does. Oh, why he didn't low parry that, I just don't know. Okay, yep. Side step forward. Oh my goodness, and he ducked. Oh, and gets the low. So we go into game 4. Well, what's going on, Roy? What's going on? What's happening? How you feeling, man? So this is game 4. Oh, doesn't break the grab. Oh, watch your legs. Watch your legs. Watch your legs. Oh, and then he just taunting and partying. Oh, crushes with the hop kick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't even. I remember it, and I think I actually. Okay, Trouble Man, I got you. Dog, this is hilarious to watch. I remember I was actually on real life commentary of this, and it was just hard to commentate because it was so just. I think the funny moment is coming right here because I think this when Danny was dancing. Oh no, nope, not yet. We're getting near that part. This is game 5. So now he finally remembers he has tackle. So he finally realizes and remembers he has tackle. I think because it was me and D Towns King that was on commentary, I believe. You said you want to watch it with the commentary? Hold on. So this is on my boy the Almighty LPZ's channel. There you are. Neutral Ground 21. Tekken 7 exhibition, Doom Danny versus Craft Dude. So that's where you want to go. Let me just go ahead. I'm gonna just put the link in the chat box in case anybody else wants to, gander at it. There you go. That's if you want to watch it with that commentary. So, but anyway, this match was so nuts. Like, yep. So yeah, I think that happened because it was off angle. So Duke finally making a comeback. Said finally remembering his tools he could use in neutral, and then he eats a counter hit, and yeah. That's all I can say to that. Oh my goodness. I can't deal, bro. Oh, no punish by Danny though. Yep, he remembers he has tackle. Okay, so Duke gets another one on the board. Like it's it's crazy because if I'm Marduk, I'm definitely gonna force you to break tackle in the neutral. There's no way I'm not gonna not tackle you. To me, you're not a real Marduk player if you don't make people guess in neutral from tackle. That's what makes him dangerous to deal with in the neutral, is because of tackle. So if you are not being a oh my goodness. And again, it's like Duke will do what he needs to do and then start being stupid again. Now that was good, but he ain't mix it up. He didn't mix it up. I would have mixed in tackle with that. Okay, yep, Danny, just threw out the rage art. Excuse me. And okay, yep, he broke that one. Now see, you gotta test his breaking though. Like, did you really break that, or did you, with a character like Marduk, tackle is one of your best weapons, so you got to use that. You got to prove to me that you could break. Yep. Okay, you broke that. Yep. Okay, you broke that one. Now guess what? Yeah. Oh, got the grab. So yeah, this is when Duke started to build a little bit of momentum. Yep. Nice. Oh, you got too greedy. Oh, gets the counter hit. So yeah, this is when Duke started building a bit of momentum. Yeah, like Duke didn't force the hand of breaking for real. As Marduk, you have access to tackle and command grabs. So it's like, I'm gonna test your break game. I'm gonna test your break game. Oh, gets the counter hit. My God. Oh my God. I forgot how painful this was sometimes. Like some rounds just was rough to watch. You can't be scared to do tackle though. That's one of your key weapons. So here we go. But it's 3-3, so it wasn't a complete wash. It definitely wasn't a wash. But Duke definitely could have capitalized in a lot of situations better. Yep, tackle. Yep. See, you had a mix up on your side, because even if you break tackle, you can go right back in the stance and then do a different move or tackle again. That's the point of tackle. The tackle is to give you that mix up option in neutral. So you got to utilize it. Oh, he got greedy. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay. Said, dude, LC has before patched Leroy damage for no reason. They need to nerf her damage. If they nerf her damage, she'll be worse than what she is now, though. Her damage is like her selling point. If she did no damage, Lord have mercy. I think that's the thing with her character. Her tools aren't as good as everybody else's, but what keeps her in the game is damage. She's like a baby Paul. She's a baby Paul. Got the damage, but the tools are worse. But I mean, if they do nerf her damage, boy, is it gonna be hard playing with her. Like, you would have to play her at that point just because you love her. If they nerf her damage, I could see them. If I were to nerf damage on her, the snap kick does way too much. Like, snap kick is absurd. Like, snap kick, her snap kick reminds me of Kazuya's counter hit down for a 2 into electric. That's what that reminds me of. But with way less execution. Oh my God. Duke, stop hitting buttons. Uh-oh. Okay, yep, he went for the mix-up right there, but Danny challenged. Oh my goodness. God, I remember. See, otherwise she doesn't need to have access to that much damage if that's the case. Well, the thing is, though, the asterisk with that, Roy, is that Leroy's tools are superior to Chloe's. Like, that's the thing. Like, her tools are trash compared to Leroy's. Like, it's not even a comparison. And that's the difference between them two. But I hear you on the damage. But I'm just saying that's why Leroy. I'm saying that's why Leroy's damage got toned down because the tools. Like he was easy as well, but with way better tools than Chloe. That was the whole. Now with her only selling point really is damage. If they take that away from her, it's gonna be, But if I were to nerf, if one area I would hit her in damage, maybe the snap kick. Or if you're gonna keep snap kick having the damage, make it launch punishable on block. Something. But this is season 3 though. Season 3, everybody can do like a nice amount of damage, depending on, in season 3. Season 3 is damage. It seemed like, because everybody got new launchers and new extensions and everything. I think that might have been the direction that they was trying to move for season 3. But Dial It, you had a match. I'm gonna scroll back up. Let me see. Dial It. Okay, now that's Smooth Trouble, man. Hold on. Because I remember Dial It was back around this point. Yep, there's name. Ah, damn. There we go. Okay. Oh, ads. Damn it. Damn it. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. Dial It. Were you still there?
What's he gonna do? What's Lawrence gonna type?
Oh, okay. Okay. Right to it. So this is Dial It. Oh, this is was this off the recent? Yeah, the recent one that Linux one. Yeah, I actually seen this, but we'll go back through it. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's go. So nice duck and launch to the wall. That extension is so good. I love that new 3-piece. And the fact that the second part is only -11, so best you getting is jab punish. That was a good addition for a Fang, in my opinion. Okay, gets the block. Oh, some tells me he thought the low was coming. Fish hook kick. Nice move choice right there. Oh, gets the side step forward. Nice shoulder. Yep, to the wall. So far, Dial It doing good at a certain pressure and making the most of his opportunities right now. Fish hook kick. Down back 3. Down back 3. Fish hook. Oh, counter hit. And yeah, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Oh, wow. Fish hook boys. Fish hook boys. That's a very good kick to use at range 0. Okay. Yeah. Right now, pressure. Now remember, Dial It with Fang, when you getting pressured at certain points, remember you have back 1 at your disposal. You do not have to sit there and just mindlessly eat stuff all the time. Look for them opportunities to use back one, and because counter hit back one in the shoulder is devastating to get hit by over and over. Like, people do not, want to deal with that. Down back 3. Him to the wild standing 1. Oh yeah, snake dash 1. Oh, gets the full crouch down for it too. Nice block into the launch, and there you go. Very nice. It was a solid first game. Excuse me. Like I said, when it comes to that pressure, you don't have to sit there and always eat it. Remember, you got back one. Back one in the shoulder. It's one of the hated things in the game. Counter hit back one in the shoulder. And to think the move was cheaper back in the day, in T5 days, back one was 8 frames. It was 8 frames. 8 frames. Oh, yep, a counter hit, that's guaranteed. Up to the wall. Oh, no, got caught sidestepping. Yep, Oki. Okay, ooh, gets the blue shoulder. Nice block by Shadow. Yep, down back 4. Oh my goodness. And Shadow is applying that range 0 pressure that Anna is so strong with using. Oh, nice blue shoulder. Nice floor break. Yep, get the Oki. Very nice. Oh, I love that whole sequence right there. So even though all that had just happened to him, all this pressure from Shadow, of course, he went on ahead and used blue shoulder, which wasn't a bad decision because, like I said, even if Shadow would have blocked it, he would have been plus. Yep, gets the Oki. Yep. Snake dash cancel and the sidestep 4. Just some vintage, straight, basic to the point Fang play right there. I can appreciate that. All right, Trouble Man. Sorry I couldn't get to your match, before you got off. No, this isn't Lennox versus Shadow. This is after this. This is just before. This is Dialit versus Shadow. Yep, down back 4. Back 4. Back 4. So just trying to play a little. Ooh, nice block, but gotta capitalize on that. But then again, Fang's while standing punishment is so atrociously bad. Yep, gets the Oki. Ooh, nice up. Yeah, nice usage of up forward too. Nice. Oh, see right there. Y'all know me, I'm a stickler for whiff punish opportunities. But right there at the start of the round, right here. Oh, that's when you should have sent them to the. Could you imagine where the momentum would have went if you landed such a big launch that early? Now let's go back one more time. Oh, right there. Because if you would have got the forward 3-4 right there, oh my God. And with the new little B&B that he got from that's 77 no wall. You add the wall, that's 100 plus. So that's over half life gone, potentially, that you could have had right there. But right now, Shadow taking it into control right now. So tying it up in rounds. But as you can see, that one missed opportunity led to where we at now. This is where we are now. So up 4-2. Oh, nice. Counter hit, get up 3. That's to the wall. Conversions. Oh my God. And the pressure getting real. Ooh, the trade. Scramble, boys. Oh, no break. Nice block. Oh, Lord. And Shadow gets that one. But yeah, so Diley, what cost you right there, like I said, not taking advantage of that opening of round 4. Or that round where you missed the whiff punish opportunity that really could have gave you the momentum to have a strong chance to have been up 2-0 right now.
Here we go.
And you know, when somebody is down 2-0 and loses finals, the urgency is a little higher. So you may have a better chance of forcing mistakes. Nice low period. Oh yeah, went for Oki. All right, yeah, plus frames. Ooh, the trade. Yep, down back 3. Down back 3 is such an annoying low to deal with. Patience in the neutral here. Yeah, blue boys. Oh, yep, attacking with the lows. Attacking. Oh, yeah, because that's a high. That's a high. That's a high, baby. Ooh, gets the launcher. Oh, blocks the big low. And there we go. Conversion. Yep, to the wall. Taking the space away. Oh, down back 4. Ooh, side step 4. Into still got the shoulder. Nice. Yep, fish hook. I see right there. Yep, keep them at that wall. Don't bag away too far. Because you don't want to give your opponent the space back. Nice punish on the wild standing. Oof. Oh, sidestep foe. Oh my God, you ad. I hate you right now. Body by ad. Bodied by the ads. The new Samsung S20 5G with such and such camera and yada 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 yada. Okay, there we go. Back to the action. Right, just frame ads. Okay. Oh my God, that damage is disgusting. Roll in it. Ooh, man, it's rough. Okay, pressure by Shadow, down back 3. Ooh, full crouch. Going for them full crouch mix-ups. Ooh, nice low parry. Back turn. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That's one of the best tools to use to go in the back turn with Fang is a side step 2. And even, of course, sometimes just running up manually doing it. Depending on the situation. Oh, I need to restart the tones up. Ooh, Nice. Oh, counter hit. Oh, and snags the scramble. Hold on. Let's get these tunes back percolating. All right. So yeah, but the dial it in Linux made that boy Shadow work. It's good to see, you know, when your locals are leveling up. That's a good thing. That's always a good thing, because that means everybody is going to get stronger as a collective. Oh, and then the Safiner came out. So you know what, damn this Anna stuff. Said damn this Anna stuff. No. Down back. Ooh, nice punish on the down back 3. Ooh, 4-4-4. That's such a good move. Yeah, Zafina is her movement is so strong in this game. So that's one thing that can make her a pain to deal with. Like a lot of mix-ups she does not have to deal with, simply because she can move out of the said situation. Right now, Shadow going in with the Zaf pick. Now I saw him mention in his status he even gonna bring the Kazuya out. Now the Kazuya, the Kaz, original. So I'm excited to see what he gonna, start doing with Kaz. Oh, get that shoulder. That 1-3 in the shoulder. Damage. Nice up 4-2. Down 4. Getting the low and poke action going on right now. Oh, sidestep 4. Oh, I love it. Oh, I think he might have been better out going for the 1-3 shoulder. Blocks. Yep, playing some defense. Down back 3. Now right here you got the life lead. So whenever you had this life lead, no point in overextending. So right now, not over. Oh, I see what you was trying to do there, but you misspaced. Oh, gets the wild standing 4. Hey, like I said, that's the whole point of this episode, Shinobi, is being able to analyze. It's good that you saw that. But it's always cool to have another eye watching the matches and seeing, because the eye watching may have seen some other stuff too as well that you may not even seen. And Shadow roars and brings that back. Pretty much down to the wire. Yeah, with the number one rule, especially my teacher who taught me Tekken, Adonis, he always told me, do not try to fight at the wall. It's one of the worst places to try and fight at. You can stick out a poke here and there, but you got to make it count. But the key is to get off the wall. Do not fight at the wall. Okay. Add a little bit of pressure. Nice block. It's best to low parry Zafina though, because with that low, if she goes into Mantis, she's only -13, so you're not gonna get that big of a reward off just block punishment, especially with characters like a character like Fang that does not have great while standing punishment.
Listen, man.
But with Zaf, when it comes to her lows, just be prepared to primarily low parry. But the ones that like that, if you block that, you launch that. If you have a negative, or if you have a 15 frame Punisher though. Oh yeah, Kazuma, I believe it. In tag 2, if you was at the wall and with the right team, with the right scenario, you could get killed at the wall. So we're down 4-2-2. Oh, he didn't fully commit to that. Oh, it's and yep, right there. Not too much that Dialect could have did right there. Not too much. Yeah, see that low right there. If she goes in the stance, she's pretty much, only -13. It's only launch punishable if you don't go into the stance. But then, what's the point of not going into stance when I do that? Yeah, like, unless I'm trying to, do something else. Ooh, nice hop kick. Oh yeah, Kazuma, I call that the Marvel of Tekken. T22 is the Marvel of Tekken. I tell people that. Oh, the shifting clouds, but then, clouds disappeared then. So, it's a Fina pick. Get Shadow the W to make it the grands. But like I said, not a bad display Dialect. Just, and this seems to be the common thing in a lot of the matches that I'm watching right now is not optimizing punish opportunities. And like I said, it's impossible to get every punish, but on like the super blatantly obvious ones, like some attempts were missed, and then in the neutral and spacing, there were opportunities that were also missed. But all in all, not a bad showing. Like I said, to take Shadow as far as you did, as hard as like I said, it's not easy. You one of the top players in America, so it's not easy. But outside of that, you didn't really do too bad. Like I said, just capitalizing on optimizing the punishment opportunities, whether it's whiff or block. That was all I really had, have to say. That's like the biggest thing. Other than that, you pretty much was a pretty trademark Fang way. So not a bad showing. Next, let's see. We got Shinobi. Let's see. We got Shinobi. Open this up. Oh, you went against J. Rome. He plugged so much when I used to play on PSN, bro. He would plug on me. He's still playing, I see. I said, ranked is such a mess. Yeah, I know. But he's plugged on me before. I won't say he plugged every time. Or it might have been, I don't know. Maybe the game dropped. I don't know. So let's see. Probably, yeah, Akuma things. Okay, back 3-4. Oh, no duck. Nice low parry. You could have got more damage than that. Just went with the wrong ender. Oh, down 4. Oh, the pickup though. That FADC allows you to just work miracles. Nice break. Oh no. Back 3-4 is a little too slow in that situation. Oh no. Still the wrong combo. You should have did down 4-3 into 2, and you get a like high wall splat, and then able to get the whole wall combo. Oh my god, the jump over. Ooh, 1-2. Up 4-3, boys. Yeah. Whoa, that was wild. Running 3. Now see, Lars does not have to respect that. You can actually do a little OS of down forward 1+2. Oh, you can arc blast that or delayed hop kick that DP. Especially that looked like the heavier DP. So you definitely want to do that. Wow, it's nothing but shenanigans right now. Sweeping legs. Oh, he tried it again. Ugh, that was an unfortunate trade. Ooh, down 4-2-1. Ooh, dropped the cancel. Oh wow. Oh wow. What was that? I don't know what that was. It's acting weird. Definitely acting weird. That was hella weird. Hella weird. But I saw pretty much, yeah. I saw pretty much one, but yeah, just really capitalization. Again, I see that's kind of like the common theme is, people are missing these big opportunities on punishes and just being able to sway the momentum back in their favor. Yeah, definitely, your punishment and your optimization for when you touch them. You definitely want to have that down packed in it. Because you don't want to leave no damage on the table. Because when you leave damage on the table, you make your battle that much harder. And we don't look to make things harder per se. We want to work smarter, not harder necessarily. But escape that. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. But so all in all, as I was, pretty much stressing, you have to analyze. As you can see, that was the key of this episode, is to sit there and break down, why you lost, why you won. But that's the key to sit down and analyze and look at your matches, because that's going to help you grow as a player. And we're looking for growth, and that's one of the key things to do to grow for real, is to be able to analyze and watch your matches, and to be able to pick apart the things that you need to pick apart. As you can see, I pointed out a lot of moments for a lot of people where, and you just sitting there looking, you like, oh man, had I did that, that match could have played out a little differently. I could have had a more desirable result, or my win could have looked even cleaner. Like just different possibilities. So wins or losses is always important to watch. So as just to reiterate those points that I brought up earlier, because I know some people joined later in the cast, was the first part was to gauge. Step 1, gauge. This is the part when you first just watch the match for an overall view. It doesn't matter the result, win or loss. This is pretty much just the run back. So your first watch, I would say just watch it just to watch it. And then, okay, you done watched it, you can look at it now, once you gauge, then step 2 is the dissection. This is the part where, the part I did. The only reason why I, started off like that and didn't just watch it first is because, I'm just giving you an example of how to analyze. But on your own time, you just want to watch it the first time, and like, okay, then go back in and look for the stuff that because dissection is going to be the part, it's going to be the most time consuming part, because that's this is the intricate part of the analyzation. Here's where you'll pick apart the match and make notes and whatnot. This is usually the longest part. So it's it's going to take some time. But if you're truly trying to get better, you will put in the time to evolve and to get better. I can definitely make this a thing, as far as if people really enjoyed how I broke down matches. I know shout out to the big bro Shin Blanca for coming in here and peeping and saying I should do more commentary at events. So I'm guessing him saying that somebody enjoyed it. So I could definitely make this a thing to do for people. But it was fun, being able to watch, these different matches and see these different play styles and all that. Like I said, I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I'm definitely open to doing more match analysis in the future. But, yeah, this episode was solely based on that, just to kind of, give other players a roadmap on how to navigate analyzation. Because most players neglect this aspect of evolving as a player. You have to, this is the part you have to do, like I mentioned with the sports, sports and the FGC are so closely intertwined, because you do a lot of the same things that you would do if you were playing sports. If you were playing basketball or football or whatever, you're going to sit down, and watch that game footage, study and break it down, seeing things that you did do right, seeing things that you did wrong, and just overall trying to get to that, nice little step 3, which is conclusion, which again here is pretty much the end game. After the dissection, you then take your notes and build a solution. Take in what you've seen and then continue to further build toward improvement. So that's pretty much the three parts of analyzation. So gauge, dissection, conclusion. Again, gauge, dissection, conclusion. And hopefully that'll help you get better at analyzing your own matches, and hopefully this podcast will want to motivate you to go back and do this for yourself, because again, it's gonna help more than hurt. So I highly recommend that players start doing this more, because it's gonna help your game. One way to increase your awareness is to do this, but you can't just solely just do it alone. You got to combine it with practice mode to get the most out of it. So these things that you see, if you watching a match, one of the things that I highly suggest you do is watching matches while you are in practice mode. And just say, you watch it, pick said character that you fighting against, and if you can recreate the scenario they put you in, then explore your options. And then also, while watching the match, see what you did wrong or did right in said situation, and practice emulating it until the point, like I said, when you are presented with this situation that you just react. You're not overly thinking, because overly thinking can kill you during a match, because your mind is spending too much time thinking. Your mind is clouded with thoughts, and you're not just in the moment, and you're not playing, and you're not reacting. And that's what's going on. So doing this, analyzing, can definitely lower the chances of doing this. Kazuma, how can an immature mind detect and dissect their own matches? That's a very good question. And I know not everybody is going to be as intricate as I was during a lot of this episode, but some of it is really just sense. Like, oh, I blocked this big low. Oh, snap. I need to punish him for that. Like, a lot of this is just simple, sensible thinking. Again, like I said, players tend to overthink. And when you overthink, that's when it gets bad. And you're more liable to mess up because you're overthinking, you're overcomplicating what you're watching in a lot of cases. Now, don't get me wrong, there are denser situations than others. But in a lot of those straightforward moments, which is, like I said, I watched a lot of the footage today, and a lot of these moments were pretty straightforward, with just people, missing their opportunity. But if you are an immature mind, I would definitely go to somebody that can further help you mature mind state wise. Like, that's why it's always good to have a mentor or a coach or a group of players that you play with and ask questions. That's important. And when you do that, you could possibly then gain up your game on your knowledge and all that, and then be able to better dissect your videos, and the analyzation would be that much stronger, that much better. So that's my answer to that question. But let's see. But I am going to go ahead and end it here. This was a fun episode too. I definitely enjoyed this. Thanks to everybody that came through and sent matches, stuck it out, and all that good stuff. I will be uploading this to my YouTube page, L Train's Fighting Dojo. It will be up there today. So be sure to check that out, share it, push it on Twitter, all that good stuff. A lot of people liked the last episode before this one, which was Evolution of a Player. And this episode pretty much just studied on the analyzation, which is going back and breaking down your matches and your play. And now, said you're sure what's wrong. I don't know, man. that was a funny match with a weird ending. I don't know. Like I said, PSN Tekken is just ugh. I don't see how people still do it, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, this will be up on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. Like I said, share it, spread the word out, all that good stuff. Also follow me on Twitter at ltrain_313 if you want to follow me on there. Of course, follow and subscribe on here. I do have the upcoming Battle Royale. I'm probably just going to do it on the original date that I wanted to do it now, because since all these tournaments are shut down due to COVID-19, aka Corona, none of that's going to be going down. So I'm going to probably re-announce that on Twitter. The Battle Royale, the March Madness Battle Royale. Man, the real March Madness ain't even going on right now because of this virus. So my favorite things to watch during the year too, but that's neither here or there. But yes, that Battle Royale will be going down. Let's see, because the original day, because I was going to move it because there was a tournament going on the weekend. I originally said I would do it, but I'm going to go ahead and move it back to March 28th. And that's Saturday. Probably aim for the afternoon, like roughly probably 1 p.m. like how Train the Combo Breaker was. So that's March 28th, March Madness 4-man Battle Royale that will feature the top 3 from Train the Combo Breaker. But since Sherdell had to go back to the UK, Raziel will be taking that spot since he got 4th. So it will be Yoj, High, Raziel, and the 4th member, Magus, who was chosen during the last podcast episode. And that will be going down March 28th, 1 p.m. I'll be reaching out to the players asking to see if they could do that time. But that's the tentative time I'm looking to do it. And the winner of that will win the RE3 remake for whatever platform you want it for. So you want it on Steam, PS4, yeah, but that will be what the winner is playing for. So again, thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of Train of Thoughts with your boy L Train Locomotive, or L Train for short, whatever you want to call me. Thanks for kicking it. Till next time, I'm out. Deuces.